In this one, I'm going to show you how to make a fully automatic micro carrot and potato farm using villagers, dispensers, and bone meal. So a lot of people were saying that they didn't think that this worked in the latest snapshot of 1.16, but here I am in 20W16A, the latest snapshot of 1.16, and this thing is working actually better than it did in 1.15. As you can see, this thing just continuously fills up with carrots. There's no glitch where he's just looking at the composter. He keeps just pulling the carrots, they keep growing, and we keep getting more and more carrots. And we can just sit around, you know, sit back and make a little lawn chair, watch this guy, and don't have to do anything to get our carrots and potatoes. So this is pretty much unlimited emeralds, unlimited food for doing nothing. And it's really simple to set up. So you can make this very early game. The most expensive stuff are the hoppers, the dispenser, so you're gonna need a bow for that, some redstone, and then the observer over here. So you know, you might need to get some quartz for that, go into the nether, but other than that, this thing is very cheap and you can make this very early game. So let's go ahead and get into this build, and I'm gonna build it up to a certain point and then switch over and say, okay, now this is where you'd make it a potato farm, or this is where you'd make it a carrot farm. You can even turn this into a wheat farm, and I have another video showing that as well, so I'll slightly cover that one when we get to there. Once again, I want to give you guys the opportunity to win a shout out on a future video, and all you got to do to enter is subscribe to me and leave a comment on this video, and I will choose a winner in about 1 month's time. Cool, so let's get back into the content. So to build this thing, you need to put a couple blocks off the ground. And then we're gonna make a little cup back here, a little cup made out of glass for us to put our water in so we can hydrate this land. Go ahead and fill this little cup with water. And you saw this already converted back to dirt, so we're gonna have to make that farmland again. So go ahead and use a hoe on that dirt and turn it into farmland. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. You also need to figure out where you want your chest to go, so let's just put it right there. Go ahead and get a hopper, shift click it into the chest, and any of the drops that land on this are now gonna go through and into the chest, because farmland is not a full block like dirt or grass. It has, I think 1 pixel, or maybe that's a couple pixels missing off the top there, which makes it so that hoppers can pull stuff through there. The next step is putting down the observers, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put a block there for now. As you saw, that did turn that back into farmland, so we are gonna have to, or into dirt, we're gonna have to turn that back into farmland again, so go ahead and hoe that again. And to get the dispenser on there, you gotta put a temporary glass block right there. Go ahead and get your dispenser and put it onto that space. Now we need something to put the bone meal into the dispenser, so go ahead and put a hopper there. And this is optional, you can just fill up that dispenser with bone meal, but I'm gonna go ahead and make this nice and easy system where we can just put bone meal in this chest and it'll fill this up with bone meal. Now we're gonna put this wall a little bit higher. We're gonna put a roof on top of this thing, and we need a composter so that the villager that we're gonna put in here is gonna turn into a farming villager. You also want to put a trapdoor right on top of this composter, shut that so it's contains the villager when we get him in there. Go ahead and put a block right here to keep the villager in there. And now is when you get your villager in there. So he'll naturally just walk in there because the composter is up here, or you can use a hopper minecart and get him in there and then put the cap on him like that. I'm just gonna spawn this guy in here for the sake of this video. So you can see he is there now. And this thing is pretty much complete. We just need to get bone meal and we need to get carrots or potatoes. So I got all my bone meal, and what you want to do is you want to go ahead and fill up this dispenser, you want to go ahead and fill up this hopper, and then you want to go up and fill up the chest with the rest of it like so. And now you need to go and get a ton of carrots. I'd say maybe start with like 3 or 4 stacks. And this would be the point where you can turn this into a wheat farm, you can turn this into a carrot farm, or you can turn this into a potato farm. You can even make it a beetroot farm if you want. I don't know if there's much use for beetroot though. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick with carrots for now, but you could throw potatoes at them. You could throw carrots at him. You could throw wheat at him, or seeds at him. The seeds will turn into wheat, and then you can throw beetroot at him. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it. You wanna throw it on this glass block right here. So that he's going to be able to grab these carrots. So just throw all these carrots down at him like this. And we throw it on this glass block right there, he's going to be able to pick them up. And you want him to fill up his inventory as much as possible. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot to add in the redstone. So we need to somehow trigger this dispenser when the observer is triggered. So go ahead and put a block right behind the observer. Go ahead and put a block right there next to the dispenser, and then put a block right there connecting them. And all you need to do is put one little redstone dot right there, and now this thing is ready to go. So now if we watch this guy, we're gonna see him plant the carrots at some point, and then that is gonna trigger the dispenser, and then it is just gonna grow a ton of carrots for us. Okay, so I literally just let it sit here for 2 minutes, and we already have a stack in here. As you can see, my inventory is super full, and that's because I emptied everything out, and then I wanted to get a fresh take and see how many we could get in just a couple minutes. So we got about a stack and a half in just 2 minutes, which is crazy. So that's about 40, maybe a little bit more than 40 carrots a minute, which is crazy because then 40 times 60. That's what you'd get. I think that's, what is that, 240? That's how many carrots you would get in about an hour. Oh wait, no, 2,400. Oh my gosh, I did the math wrong there. 2,400 in an hour from this thing, and it just goes. Yeah, and you can replace that with wheat. You can also do beetroot and potatoes. All you gotta do is put the appropriate thing on that farmland. Cool, so I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I think this farm is really cool. I really like this, and I hope you make it in your world. If you do, definitely let me know. That'd be awesome. If you enjoyed this one, definitely leave a like. Maybe show it to a friend who might enjoy this, who might think this farm is cool, and consider subscribing. I would love to hang out with you in the future, and a way that you can hang out with me is by subscribing, so I see you in all my future videos. Cool, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.